This duo is an exceptional team.
If you want
Do you call yourself romantic techno musicians?
This kind of storytelling by the sound, by the harmony, is it's really deep in us.
Your passion is to create music, but most of all, you are musicians.
if we forgot how to play ourselves.
This duo is an exceptional team, and they are here with me. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hi, Mateusz. Hi, Michał.
Hi.
I'm very glad that you found time for us to talk about your project.
Always. Thank you so much.
It's very pleasure and kind of challenging because it's our first interview in English.
We
It
are
could be fun.
practicing English, and it's very good because we are like focused on international
Splendid.
improvement of your career, so that can be a good thing.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
You are music producers, you are DJs, you are electronic passionates, like your passion is to create music. But most of all, you are musicians.
In my case, it was like I started to play on percussion instruments. That was my, let's say, the first spark. And then electronic music came, and that was my
Then it turned out that that's the
ultimate,
sparkle, like, ultimate
crush.
love. You have released a single in June. 3 a.m. Why 3 a.m.? What is this? Like, I saw the clip.
The 3 a.m. the concept of the song is about this magical hour at night, something like which hour, but in a party, this is the moment when you starting to be a little bit melancholic, a little bit fizzy, but still energetic, and this create that interesting mix of dynamic self-reflection or something when you totally in the mood, but also you are started to think about a lot of things and be a little melancholic, and that kind of mix, this dynamic, this party vibe, and this melancholic side of ourselves inspired us to create that particular tune.
So it's like a magical hour, the ghost hour, where all the creatures come out.
If you want
I saw the clip and I told you that I watched it like 3 times because I tried to figure out the meaning, and I was amazed by the costumes. I was amazed by those so-called monsters, those scratchy thing. Who are these creatures? Like the creatures who walk like through the field.
That was idea of Ola Idzikowska, the director. She created the scenario for this whole concept for this video clip, and her friend from Berlin, Marta Sala, amazing costumographer, she decided to create it. That was like, the storyboard is like, these are the creatures that are coming from nature to make a huge, like, let's say, rave party on.
One of important thing is there are some kind of outsiders. They could be connected with some trash or something, but these outsiders, that creature who not fit at this place, at this cityscape, get some colors, get some brightness and some kind of joy to this scenery, and I think this is their kind of mission.
Yeah, I think it's the clue.
And funny thing, the main inspiration for these creatures and for these costumes is a Bulgarian tradition called kutari.
So there's a Bulgarian element in it.
Yes.
Yeah, not
We would
intentional. It wasn't the concept that okay, this is the Bulgarian culture, and we are going to translate it to our video clip. But that was main inspiration for our for Marta, who created this.
And would like to have some kind of ritual in it, and this kind of ethnic rituality, but not straightforward.
I think, and I also read that this kind of techno is not so well spread in Poland. Do you call yourself romantic techno musicians?
Yeah,
We would like to call it in
I
that
think
way.
it's catchy word, it's catchy sentence, one way, and second, this whole idea is because it's not straightforward, four to the floor techno music. It's kind of more narrative thing, like
There is a narration, there is a story.
Yes.
yeah, because we are connected to to illustrating music.
Yes.
Yeah,
We have a lot of experience and a lot of passion to making music for a film and for theater. So this kind of storytelling by the sound, by the harmony, is it's really deep in us. So that's why we would like to merge this techno electronic vibe with that kind of storytelling.
And I think it's such a great combination because normally among people in general, techno is related to something that is like, okay, people who are not techno lovers, let's say, they think that techno is only about the beat, it's only about the bass, it's only about the artificial sound. But in the end, you put life into it, you create a story, and also when I listen to your single, for example, I feel that there is something going on there. There is this vibe, and then it changes, it's more melancholic, then again it's dynamic, and you feel it. There is something there. So I don't think it's an exaggeration to call your genre romantic techno. What about the idea of the album? Because I know that it has been well thought, that you have been trying to create it. It's been like 2 years that you were thinking about it. So what were the inspirations? How were you preparing yourselves to decide your solo career, your duo career?
No, this is the thing that we've been thinking about this whole project
Yes.
for a long time. In the first, I think it was years ago when we started to play together. That was something for really precious to us, our goal, let's say.
Yeah.
And then, we've been reaching for it because we're working as a producers. And then, when you are working as a producer, you have to, learn many skills. And I think we are in this. We reached this threshold, helped us to release our material, to create our productions and our tracks.
And speaking of our inspiration, or more like our credo of our music, is a combination of two needs. One is strong emotional needs, to have some space when you can when you can say it loud about your worries, about your whole group of emotions which sits inside you. But on the other hand, we also have very need for high energy. So we need that kind of introvert vibe and this kind of strong expression and really powerful and energetic some kind of needs. And we've never have opportunity to fulfill all of these two needs in one project, in one band. So
yeah, because especially when you cooperate with other artists, and you have also cooperated with very famous Polish artists, right? So you know that they dictate the rules, that they tell you, okay, I want this beat to be like this or that, find something like this or that. And then, okay, now you felt ready. Like after all those years when you were working for others, now it's time for building your own empire.
We working with other artists, also as a session musician or like as a producer. Now it prepares us to Sarapata, I think.
Yes. Yeah, Sarapata project.
It's huge inspiration, and it's built your own palette of sounds, of colors in the music.
So, what about your musical background?
I think I've came a really long way from my beginnings to this point of career of my musical development. I started to play guitar when I was 11 years old or 12, and then I switched to electric guitar. And when I was teenager, I was completely sure that I'm gonna play some kind of prog rock stuff or something. I want to be a famous
you
guitarist.
You wanted to be a rock star.
Famous guitarist or something. But then I discovered some post-rock and Icelandic music, which turns me in more atmospheric, more melancholic and more minimalistic way to sound. And after that, there's gonna jazz school, and after that, a huge crush on electronic music.
This is amazing what you just said. It's like you were like a rock fan, you wanted to play the guitar, you were playing the guitar, and then there was that twist into techno, and that's such a fusion, right? So such a change, such a metamorphosis, but it all says that art is art. Like it doesn't matter the way of expression, you follow your heart, you follow your will of expressing yourself in a different way, right?
And that's right, and what I like in producing electronic music, it's get rid of all the things when I learn in guitar or bass guitar.
Did you regret it?
No, it's really it's giving me freedom when I don't think about as I learn it, so I should use it. It's more like what I really like to say, and then I choose the form to play it.
Yeah, it can be the whole orchestra.
Yes.
Definitely. I think Michael's jazz, or let's say academic education of music, it's really important to us.
Sure.
Because of what we are doing right now.
I'm very glad that it helped me develop my harmonic skills and some kind of music imagination.
Yeah.
When you can think about notes in music in terms of the harmony, the melody, the sound, the dynamic, and whole aspects of this sound in more complex way.
Yeah. So it has all prepared you for this, and for sure, musical education really helps into diving into more specific genres like
Yes.
like electronic music, for example. It's
Definitely.
not as easy as it seems. It's a very complex thing.
You know, I think it's funny when you're reading the biography of many modern electronic artists, and they are super well educated.
Sure.
I think not only educated, but they are experienced in many genres. They're, let's say, classical musicians. They are like metal rock musicians, and it's all right. They are in some point of their careers. There is like this hook, the techno hook. Yeah. I think they're diving into it, and they are translating their experience in electronic music, and I think it's amazing for this genre.
And then there is a crash. The crash on the rave, on techno, on this vibe. Coming back to your album, how many tracks do you have there? What kind of compositions we can expect?
There's going to be seven tracks and 6 tracks.
Yeah.
And 2 ambient interludes. So it's going to be 8 tunes. Most of them is strong techno bangers with
this narrative harmonic stuff. That's gonna be the first track that we created together. Let's say melancholic, also with this groovy vibe, but really, really melancholic. And this whole concept of our album is, as we said before, there's gonna be this club impact, full of emotions and full of narrative structures in music.
I have just wanted to say that there is the second composition, the second single, and it's a very exceptional production.
Which one? Rework?
Yes. It has something special in it, and it has a very special person in it. I have never expected that you could have convinced such a famous Polish actor to participate, like Mateusz Damiński, right? Like he has participated in your clip, and it's a very catchy thing, I think, and very interesting thing, because he reveals another aspect of his figure, of himself. I don't know if of himself, but he's playing a character.
Yeah, definitely. He's an amazing actor.
Yes.
If we forgot how to play ourselves,
Really,
engaged. He's
yeah,
really
he's totally
engaged.
engaged in not only in his roles, but also in many.
Like in a lot of worldview aspects.
Definitely.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the story, because every clip, every composition is a story, and this is something unusual. So, okay, there was the 3 a.m., but what about rework?
It's about letting go and accept what's coming next in very simple words.
And it touches a very, very important topic, especially nowadays in Poland. It's about tolerance. It's about accepting that other people can love in a different way, that they can be gays, they can be lesbians, they can be trans, they can be whoever they want to be. And
Definitely.
Yes, and Mateusz Damiński, an actor, he plays a
A
drag
drag
queen.
our sea dried up again.
We speak with director Sylwia Rosak about our song, and we would like to add another context of this song with this video clip. We would like to have to be a voice for equality, for tolerance, which is really problem in Poland right now.
Yeah, it's really a huge problem, and we decided to, I think, push it a little bit.
Yeah, like you wanted to show another layer of your artistic activity, not only a clip,
Yeah, and also our, let's say, beliefs.
yes.
Yeah, tolerance it's not something that we believe. It's natural. It's for us. It's absolutely natural. It's and we are not agree with this whole hate right now. This whole political situation in Poland. But this whole concept we always wanted, because we are super fascinated in whole drag culture. This whole you can be absolutely
yourself,
but you can transform to absolutely another person and be 200% of yourself in this person, I guess.
Yeah, and it's like about the freedom of being whoever you want to be.
Definitely.
And like the director of the clip wanted to enhance certain aspects. How was it done?
She wrote script, and she called us one day and, okay guys, there is one thing. Mateusz Damiński gonna play on your video clip, and it was like, okay, we didn't expect that.
Yeah, it was such a big surprise.
Totally. He's super pro equality.
Yeah.
In his real life, and
it was very natural for him, and this.
So he got engaged immediately. It
Yes.
was very engaging to him.
Yes.
when he heard about this concept and this role, he said, "Okay, I'm totally into it."
I'm totally into it. He prepared for like 2 weeks, walking on high heels and how to.
And the video
Get
clip is
in
extremely
track.
amazing.
Magic happened when so many people on video set decided to do these things just because they want to do something significant, and it was very touching during the whole set and after we released it.
The credits go to Sylvia and her crew for such an amazing job. They really they did it in, I think, 24 hours. This whole, let's say, the process of directing,
Filming.
Yeah, that was like
24 hours.
Wow.
24 hours straight. But yeah, she was preparing concept
4 p.m. To 7 a.m.
Crew was amazing, and they were absolutely super excited about it. They were purely engaged.
During the process of making a video clip, we would like to rely on the director, on his or her vision.
So it was all our vision. Like you were following the
video clip. That was our idea. We decided, we were
the
dreaming
theme,
about.
Yeah, the theme of drag queen was your idea.
Yes,
That's
we
most
get the
important
inspiration.
thing. Yes.
We would like to cooperate with artists, which we feel some kind of connection, and when we trust on them, and we know that gonna do amazing job, and we don't need to be some kind of control freaks about it.
Yeah, we said, Sylvia, do your magic, and
It was
we
like
believe.
pure magic indeed.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that kind of synergy it's happening.
And we are glad that was like big voice in this whole process. And Mateusz, which is really well-known actor in Poland, from not only from theater, but most of all from soap operas and stuff.
Yeah,
And that was like really big impact in, I think, society when he said, he took pictures of his little son on these high heels and said, son, it's all about love. Not tolerance, but love. And that was, I think, this is the point of this whole concept of this video.
That's a very important moment.
Yeah, I think so.
Because like a lot of media got it, and it has been spread, and it's the idea behind it. There is the promotion of tolerance, of normality. That this is normal. Like, is it very difficult to create your own music and to be present at some electronic festivals? What about this artistic field? What about the competition? What about the level? What about the trends?
I think in Poland we are influenced by, let's say, trends from around the world. Yeah, there is a lot of commercial electronic music, and it's working really well. But when you are doing little bit, let's say, ambition, ambitious
Yes,
electronic.
like when you create a more ambitious electronic music.
Yeah, it's I couldn't say it's tough, but it's hard work to maintain fans and this whole and to be on stage, to be on
To be in the consciousness of the listeners.
yeah, totally. I think so.
From my perspective, electronic music and techno scene has a very good moment in Poland right now. There's a lot of great venues to play, a lot of amazing festivals, and the industry, despite of being hurt by whole COVID situation and lockdown, is, from my perspective, it's getting stronger. People love to go to the techno parties, love to go to the festivals, and they're really hungry for electronic music.
Yeah.
And there's a niche with that kind of emotional stuff which we made from the people who love electronic music, and they're not totally in it, but they get caught by emotional vibe, this harmonic. We're very glad to be in one foot in alternative music scene and the other foot on techno and electronic music scene.
Yeah, I think this is like the cool bridge from that will, if you are the fan of alternative music, you can walk through this bridge to electronic, this whole techno music. And I think this is our gap.
And what about women in the industry? Because the scene for women in the electronic music has been growing, and there are more and more DJs women, and
also producers. Yeah.
And also producers, which maybe like in the past was less common. What about the situation? What's your view on
I think there's a lot of work to do in the term of gender equality in electronic scene. I'd love that kind of initiative like Melt Festival in Berlin, when they decide that whole DJ's repertoire gonna be 50% men and 50% women.
Yeah,
and it's great. And there's in Poland, I think there's a problem still.
Yeah, there's a lot to do in this particular case, but I think this is good time for DJs and producers.
You do a lot of things. It has been a pleasure for me to have this conversation with you.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
I wish you all the best, and you have such an opportunity to express yourselves. You have a very high potential of doing a lot of things, so for sure we will be hearing from you in the nearest future. Thank you very much for
Thank you so
this
much.
conversation.